Mercy is directed by a director, I cannot pronounce the name, it's really hard to say it. And it stars Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson. In the near future, an advanced AI judge tells a captive detective that he's on the trail for the murder of his wife. If he fails to prove his innocence within 90 minutes, he'll be executed on the spot. So Mercy, this movie has been really interesting to say about this film, because when I saw the trailers and the marketing for this film, it didn't really impress me. I thought it looked terrible, and it's coming out in January, which basically January dumping month, which is the biggest concern going into this film. I was like, oh god, it's January fucking dumping month. I was ready to hit on this film, not gonna lie. I was ready for it. I was like this, get my boxing gloves on, I was like, here we go, ready to kick some ass for this film. I'm ready to hate on this film, ready to punch it in the face. And I thought it was going to be the War of the Worlds for 2026. And after watching it, actually, come here guys, I want to tell you something. That's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to shout. Come on, come close, come close, come close. It wasn't that bad.
What?
Yeah, I'm not joking. It's not that bad. Look, I'm not going to say this movie's good by any means. It's not a great movie. It's not going to win the Oscars anytime soon. I think for what it is, what it was trying to do, I think it's entertaining for the most part. There are some cool sceneries here and there, but as a movie, it's a mediocre at best with some entertaining scenes, but an average movie overall. I'll start saying this, the cinematography and the directing is solid. I'll give it some credits due. There are some decent shots. There are some couple of camera angle shots and bird's eye view with certain cameras and bird's eye view stuff, which I do like. I get what they're trying to go for. And I like the concept story of it with the whole AI, taking over in the near future, which it kind of gets you thinking about where this AI stuff can go into in the future, which I can see that happening. Performance all around from Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson. I'll say this, Chris Pratt, despite he's been sitting in the chair 90% of the film, he's sitting in the chair for 90 minutes, nearly by the run time. It's just like, he just sit in the chair trying to testify his innocence that he did not kill his wife. I'll say he's does fine. Chris Pratt does what he can do. He's not trying to be like the funny guy or the action hero like he was in the MCU or Jurassic World trilogy. This one, he was seriously fine. I think he does try to be more dramatic, which I appreciate for not doing the same Chris Pratt shtick he does all the time, but he's fine in this role, I think he was given. But most of it, he's just sitting in the chair. He's trying his best to emote and try to convey some emotions, but he just sits in the chair for 90 minutes and talk to this AI judge played by Rebecca Ferguson. Rebecca Ferguson does fine. Both her and Chris Pratt just there to give their paycheck. I think because the writing is not great, basically the story is not good. I think that's the problem with the story of the script. The script doesn't allow to justify itself existence, because you look at the film itself, it's all about AI taking over with certain stuff, which it's not a bad idea concept if it's done well with execution with a good writing, but the writing and the dialogue is too much explanation and not much given now. It's just basically says, oh, this was what happened, but what happened to that previous one you just said about explaining to your audiences, about giving out your info on this, which doesn't work for me. Some of the dialogue is pretty terrible for the most part. The dialogue is questionable. There are some alright ones, but most of it are a bit questionable. Just the way the actors give the line delivery, pretty bad for the most part. I don't know if it's just the way it was they're given. It's just not great. I don't know if it's that. And some of the CGI is, some of it doesn't look too bad, but most of it looks questionable for the most part. And there were a couple of times in the movie I did kind of dozed off a little bit. There were a couple of times I was kind of shutting my eyes a little bit, which basically shows you I was kind of bored. I was just waiting for something to happen. There were a couple of times I was just like going like this, head to the side. I was about to fall asleep. I was about to fall asleep. But I try to keep my eyes waking. I try to stay focused on what's going on the screen. So I give you my thoughts overall the film, guys. That's what I'm here to do. I give my own thoughts, give my own opinions on the movie that either I love or hate or just meh or don't care about it or do I have some feelings towards it. And I will say this though, I will go back to the positives. The third act is actually pretty interesting because when the moment that film happens, there is a twist in the film. There is a twist, which I did not see that coming. I thought it's going to be something that, okay, I know where it's going. But the moment that twist happens, that's where I go, Oh, right. I guess it makes sense. Some people say it's predictable. I didn't predict that way. I just see it as, it kind of makes me question a little bit. There's some interesting ideas. It's just the overall, I wish the first half of the film, like, and even the second half was interesting, despite it has a good concept going for it. But it's just felt like it was just going through the motions. It just felt like it was just drags on a little bit. It just comes a bit tiresome. There are some interesting ideas for this movie. I give it some credits to. There are some good ideas. But the way this film executes itself, it just doesn't work. I just felt like this film just overstayed its welcome. I would say this is a one-time watch, guys. It's not like it's a rush to see or a rush to watch this movie. I will give it some credits due. It is easy to watch. It is an hour and 40 minutes long, so it's not a long movie. So basically, Chris Pratt is sitting in the chair. You basically see him and Rebecca Ferguson talking to each other. And because you've got all these various screens going on, and he's trying to talk, to communicate, trying to figure out who it was. It's alright. The pacing is good. There were a couple of times it did slow down. When I started getting bored, I started getting a little bit like, okay, can we pick up a little pace a bit? That being said, Mercy is alright. I think it's an okay, mediocre best. Entertaining for the most part, but it's a one-time watch. It's not a movie I would watch again, unless I would watch it with someone. If they want to watch it, I'll put it on for them. I'll just watch it just as a time waster. Would I recommend watching it? I'll say watch it when it comes on Netflix or watch it on Amazon Prime. It's not a rush to see. Unless you want to watch it and just to see it for yourself. It's harmless, it's entertaining, it's not as bad as what critics are saying on the Rotten Tomatoes score or IMDb or something, whatever. It's mediocre at best, it's fine, it's decent enough, but it's not a rush to see anytime soon. I'm going to give Mercy a C-. Guys, comment down below and tell me, have you seen Mercy? Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you think it's alright? Or do you absolutely hate it? Whatever the case is, comment down below and tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit that like button. Of course, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Of course, hit that icon bell for more future videos like this. See ya!